All right, y'all. So it is time to go ahead and talk about whether you guys should summon on the Part 1 Global Dokkan Celebration banners, which again are the Super Saiyan Blue Goku tag character, and then the Rose Goku Black tag character. They, of course, tag into Vegeta and Zamasu, respectively. Now, I think, there's a couple of things we want to go ahead and consider when it comes to this. First and foremost, Part 2. There's a couple of things you need to really think about when it comes to part 2. We know what part 2 is. For the most part, I think it's a very safe guess for part 2 here, because in-game Dokkan did go ahead and accidentally reveal the art for the upcoming Dokkan Fest LR that we'll be getting. Unless it's Tanabata, which I doubt it's going to be. It's probably... They updated the event art in the burst mode. I mean, it was in game. I'm gonna show. If you don't want to see it, that's your warning. Omega Shenron. So, Dokkan Fest Omega Shenron, then Carnival Tag Super Saiyan 4 is my guess. It could be Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta standalone, but I doubt it. I think it's gonna be the same card as the Tag Super Saiyan Blue Goku Vegeta that have an active skill to Vegeta Blue. I think it's just gonna be that, but into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta active skill. Not really a big deal for that character, as I talked about in the last video, because of the fact that what's it called, I forgot the wording, the Super Saiyan 4 Year 7 character is Easy 8 this year, and obviously we have a fusing Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from this year. I don't think it's a big deal that we necessarily won't get another one, right? Because they're so good. I think the issue people have with VB is that VB hasn't really been too usable the past few years. Physical VB looks fantastically busted though, so that's exciting. Anyways, the second thing I want to mention is these global tickets. I don't know if Proton tweeted it out yet, but I was just talking with Proton before this video. And this global Dokkan celebration ticket, of course, are free summons that we could use on the banner, just like during the 10th anniversary rainbow tickets that we got. These only go up in part 2. So that's another reason for you to save and wait for part 2 if that's something you're really interested in doing. You could also be like, hey, I'll go a lot in for part 1. I like Future Saga more than GT. I'm gonna save these tickets. Maybe I can get GT, off these tickets, or stuff like that. I'm going all in Future Saga, right? At the end of the day, that kind of stuff is up to you. But if you're on the line, that's I think it'll be a good idea, honestly, just to wait for part 2 here. But in the event that you still really want to go ahead and summon, I definitely get it. I think, yeah, I get it personally. So we'll go ahead and take a look here. I mean, again, some features, there's the 500 pity coins, so you'll be able to actually exchange him for these pity coins if you do get enough summons. 3+1 for the first 400 hours. Another thing, again, these discounts are about like what, 16 to 17ish days roughly. I mean, yeah, the part 2 banners will be out, like I'm thinking like the 21st, 22nd ish. Like the discounts will end around here, like at the very least, even if the banners don't go up until the discounts, like after the part 1 discounts end, which I think probably will be the case. I'm assuming we'll have the information for what the part 2 LRs do before the discounts are over. So at least it'll be like a few hours of a time frame likely, but still, that'd be really good. First and foremost, again, here's the pity coins, but this character here is pretty good. From what I've heard, I haven't seen any gameplay. I want to stay surprised until I would use them myself, but I've seen the truth title, guys. Like I've seen people talk about this character. My own judgment of how good characters are. I mean, this guy, again, the thing I like about him, he's just straight up free and easy to use, right? No real like super class allies rotation. Oh no, right? It's gonna be very easy to do on a tons of different teams. And besides that, this guy's good to go. Like slot 1 character with 70% reduction, 80% chance to dodge. He's probably going to do some pretty good damage to him, and when he has all these links up. I mean, again, Super Saiyan Warrior, Race Warrior, Gods, Kamehameha, Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legends Repair. Like, that's a lot of attack. Next to the LR Gods, how much attack does this guy share, dude? 15, 30, 40, 45, 65, and then 80% attack. That's a lot from Lynx, dude. It's pretty like nasty. Then he stacks attack as well and supports allies defense as a slot one character. Like this blue Goku part of the card is very, very crazy good. The Vegito active skill, I mean, does remove the enemy's dodge ability from like himself specifically, and gives him 20% attack and defense multiplicative, you know, the active skill like buff. That's very nasty. This right here raises attack 300% temporarily, causes ultimate damage. This works more like a super attack effect, I believe, being fair. But this is also gonna lead this Vegito active skill to do tons of damage itself. Blue Vegeta, I think to me also looks very good. I think people are underrating how good this blue Vegeta is gonna be. This part of the passive is very funny. We don't really have any trunks right now to utilize this, but especially if Vegeta's in slot 3, dude. Like, okay, even if he's in slot 2, 200% here, 280%, my bad, then 250% when attacking that's quite a bit. But if you're in the third slot, this guy has 400% attack when attacking with those like mega links. Oh my goodness. And then 2 additional supers guaranteed critting. Still 40% reduction, high chance to like what's it called, like dodge. Like this guy's gonna be doing like more damage than Blue Goku, and I think post super he's gonna be very tanky. If you use his active skill, he gets guard and supports the entire team basically. Like this guy's very, very strong as well. Like I don't see why people have an issue with this blue Vegeta personally. I mean, even in slot 2, if he's not getting the full attack buff, I think that this, I mean, I haven't seen the actual damage numbers, so I mean, he's probably gonna do good damage even without, ooh, that looks cool, even without the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I mean, without being in the third slot. But man, if he's in slot 3, like that's a finisher at the end of potentially like some long fights. And honestly, I mean, these guys probably could still be good in like, I mean, if you care about Festival, I think so, because I don't think that they'll take enough damage for it to be really a concern, honestly. With how much damage reduction that they have and how much defense they'll be able to get. But also Goku stacking attack here. So like with Goku stacking attack quite a bit, it's gonna be looking pretty good for this guy. We have Champa, the banner unit here. Champa actually, okay, I think that Champa was a terrible, disgustingly weird decision for the celebration. But if you're a Universe 6 lover, if you like Realm of Gods kind of teams, I mean, we don't have a Realm of Gods leader that's relevant. We have Tech UI Goku, dude. Like, that's a Realm of Gods leader, man. It's cooked. But because he's not on Super Bosses for some reason. If he was on Super Bosses, that would be actually quite nice for the Rose team, funny enough. But, I mean, if you care about the Universe 6 team, this Champa is actually quite good. Funny enough, so he gives 2 key and 66% support. He gets up to 66% damage reduction. He does need 6 key spheres, of course, which could be a little bit of a hassle. But I think, you know, on a full Universe 6 team, this guy is Rainbow Orb changing. I don't think it's a big of a deal because like Hit doesn't really need key. This character doesn't really need key. If he's this character doesn't really need any. You don't need any key. Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then who's the other character you'd use? Maybe Tech Flood, depending on the situation. Like, it's not a great team by any means, of course, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. With the 6 to get to 66% reduction, the 666% defense. Keep in mind again, this guy's gonna have like a lot of starter turn defense here, but he does need this. I think that's the difference between being good. Oh wait, he's a Rainbow Orb changer. I forgot. I'm so stupid as hell. But he needs this. Again, the 66% chance and 166%. If he does get that, he's actually quite tanky. 10.5k defense. He would be quite tanky. If he doesn't get that, he's okay. You know, he's fine. You know, still probably quite runnable. But man, with this in mind, he's gonna be looking really strong. And then if he rolls into the 6% chance, you'll also do a pretty big attack stat, right? But I mean, I kind of like this Champa for Universe 6. It's just that who gives a fuck about Universe 6 at this exact moment? Not most people. And it's not like I mean, technically Hit could maybe return. Will he return? I doubt it. It was literally here less than a month ago. So if he returns, I don't know, I'd be kind of shocked. But well, I say less than a month ago. He was here at the end of May, which is pretty much a month ago. So like there's no way he's returning. Anyways, besides Champa talk, I think people will be very excited for this character. Super Saiyan Vegeta plus Super Saiyan Goku Angel, the Super Gogeta. I mean, I don't think I have to talk about that this guy's really good. 10th anniversary character people have been looking forward to. So like I think this is like, so far it's like 3 wins in this banner, honestly. Like Champa, if you're Universe 6, I feel like Champa could be a W or an L depending on how you feel about Universe 6, but I think overall Champa is a good card. And maybe if we do get like a Realm of Gods actual leader again later this year, Champa would also be good on Realm of Gods. I mean, Rainbow Orb Changer, 66% support. It's not bad at all. Like, you know, I see Champa, he has value to him. Maybe if Zamasu and Goku Black actually had like a category leader skill, like that was good, or maybe if they let Extreme Class, this guy would be really good on the team. I just don't understand what the thought process behind that was, honestly. Just very silly. But yeah, no, anyways, I just got off topic again about Super Gogeta. I mean, Super Gogeta is just obscenely busted. Like, stack up with the Goku and Vegeta, I could do very good damage. It's very consistent character, great leader skill. Super Gogeta, mega 54% support in the active, does crazy damage, like both in the active and himself. Scouter support, like nullifies negative effects is such a good ability. Like locking, sealing doesn't matter to him. He just takes it. Like this guy is crazy. Of course, you know. So then we have Beast Gohan. Beast Gohan's still quite good. Beast Gohan's definitely not in like his heyday anymore, but Beast Gohan, I mean, especially in short content, this guy is going to be a king, right? He still has a target mechanic, which would make him really good. I mean, his leader skill is still also quite good. Like, Beast Gohan's still a good character. Again, he's not invincible anymore, like especially in long content, but he's still very runnable. So W Beast Gohan, man, I think he's aged very well and will continue to age quite well. We have, of course, the Super Saiyan Goku, Gohan, and Trunks. Funny enough, I feel like, again, Beast Gohan is in a better spot than these guys are right now. But I mean, is there another relevant standby character right now though? Like, again, you could use the Super Saiyan Gohan, but like, I can't think at the top of my head of another relevant standby character besides that Super Saiyan Teen Gohan, which, you know, I would say physical trio, I would probably use them over that Gohan right now. Just because I feel like defensively, Super Saiyan Trio will be in a better spot on the team that you would run them on. Also, so you could probably take advantage of their standby now at this point, which will make them, you know, look pretty good. Like, in terms of like being able to just be invincible and slap on like that in certain situations. Decent damage on the finish skill. I mean, this character is like a 50% attack support. Again, you want to run them on movie heroes or all out struggle, but not really the biggest deal. I think, you know, there's a lot of good movie heroes characters, a lot of good all out struggle characters right now. This character has value. Again, they're definitely not as crazy as they were on release, but they're still able to work quite well. So I think that this character is not even a bad choice. I think a lot of people will look at this character and be like, ah, but I mean, they're still pretty good. They're a year old. They're fine. Okay, so now we have the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black banner. Again, has the same perks with the tickets that'll be in part 2. You could use on this banner. The same pity coin, right? Of course, the carnival pity coin here. And again, keep in mind that if you summon on the Dokkan Fest banner, you could exchange those coins into the carnival coins, and then let's say get Rose, for example, right? You're able to switch back and forth, or Rose coins, you could use it on the Vegeta banner, right? Now, Goku Black and Zamasu, I think at first I was very worried about their kit, just because like, you know, Goku Black supporting just Goku Black characters, Extreme Class and Future Saga. Like, you know, this is not as bad, honestly, if you're gonna run a bunch of Future Saga. Like, if you're running like a lot, like Future Saga, you could probably throw even like AGL Jiren on the team if the rest of the team is Future Saga, because of the fact that like, again, you want full Extreme Class rotation, or if there's another Future Saga ally. That's something that I did miss on my initial read of the kit. So again, you could throw, I mean, even Kale and Khalifa if you want. Sorry, I apparently ran out of recording space on my storage, but I was talking about super bosses as the team, and I was like, you know, you don't need the full like kind of like the full like Extreme Class team if you have a lot of Future Saga. Like, you could run like a bunch of Future Saga and then, like, you know, AGL Jiren. Broly Trio actually might not be a terrible option, funny enough. I think Broly Trio like might be usable. Just again, we don't really have a Rainbow Orb Changer, man. We really need, again, physical Rosé's domain because it creates Rainbow Orbs, but we need another like Rainbow Orb Changer for this team. I think that'd be really huge. But again, Goku Black and Zamasu, the Goku Black card, again, guard 60% reduction. He gets in slot 1 very safely. I think he could do some pretty decent damage. I really do dislike that he has a 60% attack support here instead of defense, but I mean, it's not something that I can unfortunately change or anything like that, so it is what it is. His active skill is the, you know, massively raise attack temporarily, ultimate damage. All attacks become crits, and he does give a pretty nice sizable support buff. Then if you switch into Zamasu, again, I don't know. I feel like Zamasu, the thing about Goku Black is that you really want a slot 1 option on this team, man. Thank God, though, Zamasu keeps big bad bosses. That's huge. That's such a good thing for him to keep. I think Zamasu, again, post super attack in slot 2, he will be a stronger option than Goku Black. I could see turns where he could do more damage as well, for sure, especially under 6% HP. I think Zamasu is going to look really crazy. He's going to heal a lot. He heals 20% of the 18 key super with an 100% raise, dude. Like, Zamasu can look quite good. I just really feel like it's like this one without this is a 9-day difference, 100%. Because, like, you know, 200%, then 200% when attacking is nice, but he just has guard. He does give 10% damage reduction rate when attacking to Future Saga Extreme Class. I feel like this is such a restriction that, like, he doesn't even need to have it to, like, for just post attacking. I feel like the only reason they gave him that is to, like, tech Fusion Zamasu. Like, if he EZAs, like, to prevent that. That has to be it. Just for, like, tech Fusion Zamasu, dude. Like, but even then, it's like Future Saga Extreme Class, dude. This should have just been super bosses. If it was just super bosses, I'd be fine with it. And honestly, I don't also like him getting this ability as a slot 2 character, but that's kind of just like, at the end of the day, this character will be a generally good character. It's like, I don't even have an issue with Zamasu specifically. I think I just have an issue with, why would you lose your slot 1 that you need on the team really badly, right? In the Goku Black Rosé. Very neat situations, you can switch into this guy. If you're running like Broly Trio and you have the 7 orbs, I guess that could really help out. If Zamasu was like a Rainbow Orb Changer, that could be really good too. I guess the issue with like tag characters being Rainbow Orb Changers is that you're gonna switch into the tag character, they'll create the Rainbow Orbs, and then you can switch back, but who cares? But yeah, I think I'm feeling a lot better about this guy's team because we do have all these Rosé free-to-play options. I mean, some of them seem pretty decent too. I had the physical one, the int one, and the AGL one. Like, to me, all seem like defensively they might be able to hold up decently well. Zamasu Goku's okay, right? AGL Rosé is looking really good. We have the limited buff for the int Rosé. I assume that, you know, this int Rosé we have the limited buff for. Probably can get away with the physical Rosé if you want to, but I mean, even in short events, Tech Fusion Zamasu could be used. We need this guy's EZA really badly in Fusion Zamasu. Like, I think there's good potential for this. It's just something we have to wait and see. So that's why I would recommend, again, not really summoning instantly for Goku Black unless you really like Goku Black and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have fun regardless If that's the case, then you're good to go, man. But like, I would wait a little bit just in case. Frieza plus Goku again have aged pretty well, I think. I always thought they were better than people give them the credit for. I feel like in terms of future aging, the critique people have for Frieza is very real. Like, I will definitely say that. This happens, or this happens, they're fine. This doesn't happen, they can get creamed. That's the only thing about this character. They're also unfortunately non-super bosses, which is very funny, but it's not really a big deal. Actually, when you tag switch into Goku, it becomes... No, he still says he's like stream it, huh? I guess that is good. Now, I think Goku could be very, very strong himself, as well as like a slot 1 character. He seems like he's gonna be very tanky, and I mean, Goku's like at certain situations taking like 9 mil normals, 10 mil normals, and supers don't even hit that hard for most events now. So this character is still gonna continue to be well. I think even in short content, as long as it can be debuffed, Frieza has the stun chance, lowers attack, like he'll be looking just fine for the most part there. Blue Evolution Vegeta, I think will also age better than people's expectations, but he's always just gonna be a decent character. I think, you know, as time passes on, he won't be nearly as good as he, you know, could have been potentially if he had an active. That's really it. If he had an active, he would actually like if he had an active and he's stacking, like he could do some extra damage with that. That could be really good, give him some effects. But besides that, I think this guy will be just like a really good slot 2, slot 3 character at the end of the day. And he's not the worst option. I think they also do buff Universe Survival Saga every like other month, apparently, because they just love Universe Survival Saga. They just can't get away from Universe Survival Saga. They're just like obsessed with it, dude. So then in mind, I think this character, you know, he's also a Rainbow Orb Changer. There's some stuff he does. I think people kind of overhate him a little bit. Tech Broly is always going to age very well in short content. I think this guy is like a short content god. 90% reduction instantly as like a slot 1 character, plus providing support. Yeah. Then Tech Broly is still going to be very strong slot 1. 76% reduction plus the guard. Gets quite a lot of defense before attacking. This guy will be good for a while too. I mean, yeah, there's not much to say about Tech Broly. He's just like, I think everyone likes Tech Broly. I think, you know, face value, Tech Broly is very strong. I don't know why it's still playing the LR animations, but you know, it is what it is. Not that big of a deal. Then of course, oh, that was weird. Physical Super Saiyan Gogeta. We're not playing the card animations anymore. Physical Super Saiyan Gogeta, probably the worst of the batch of characters here, but that's not really a bad thing. I mean, besides Champa, I guess. But like, that's not a bad thing at all. This guy, you know, when he transforms, he has the target skill. Like, I mean, he's still quite runnable, actually, funny enough, on the fusion team. I've seen people use this guy in long events, and he's just fine. With this right here, that could be useful against certain fights as well. I feel like with the target skill, when he gets guaranteed dodge, if he's able to use that in certain fights, that could be very useful. Like, for example, let's say you're in the Int Jiren phase of the AGL Jiren fight. This guy uses this, just guaranteed dodges that super attack that'll stun, and then, you know, he's gonna be able to do some pretty good damage during that phase as well. Considering he's type advantage, he has quite a lot of healing. Like, he has stuff to him still, this physical Gogeta, but I feel like a lot of people might have him at this point compared to a lot of these other characters. So yeah. Also, there's new summon animations as well. I'm not gonna show, well, okay, I'll show the new summon animations just in case you do want to see them, but this will be the last thing that we show in the video. Again, overall, I do recommend just waiting for part 2 to actually kind of be revealed to us before you actually do anything specifically significant with it. Oh, fusion. Oh, a fusion Zamasu counter, and then you fuse into Vegeta Blue. Ooh, wait, that's saucy. That's so saucy. Look at that. Yeah, that's really cool, actually. Okay. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, interesting. So it's just a clash as always. Oh no, he just powers up again. I don't know. Interesting. So is that something you're? I'm not sure what the. It's just the same animation. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the difference between them are. But here's some new screen cracks here. This means you're gonna lose, unfortunately. Very funny. They know what they're doing when they use that thumb pose, right? There's no way that they don't when they use the thumb pose. I think there's one more. Yeah, the Super Saiyan Blue Goku Rage. So pretty cool. Some extra summon animations. We definitely love to see extra summon animations. Can't exit the full screen. So one thing's here. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the part 1 banners, if we're gonna summon or not. I'll catch you guys next time.